Hello, Admiral Thrawn here. I'm giving you a preview video of the map that I have just created with the help of the rest of the team for Call of Warhammer The End Times. It's a new submod for the Call of Warhammer mod, and basically we will be massively expanding the map as well as adding tons and tons and tons of other awesome things. Like, for example, the guys have added Griffin mounts that will fly when they charge, Pegasus mounts, Chaos, War Mammoths, etc. The list goes on. You can see all the previews in the link in the description, but for now I'm going to show you the map. First off, I just want to draw your attention to the mini-map, which I made and all. I'm rather proud of it. As you can see, it goes all the way down to Kimri, Araby, Ulthuan, all that places, where I'm going to toggle Fog of War in a second to show it to you. So, the Empire is still just the Empire. We had to reduce the number of settlements in it because Medieval 2 has a limit that's hard-coded on the number of settlements you can have. So you won't see as many Imperial castles and all those little tiny things throughout the Empire. But yeah, so this area here is all pretty much the same as it was in 1.6. Though we've extended the Chaos Wastes further east and west, of course. What's new is the Darklands have been added. You can see here we have like Ulskalek up here guarding that northern pass, and even better, we've modified the terrain of the Darklands, so when you fight battles there, it actually looks all like Mordor-y. Again, you'll see previews of it pretty soon, along with a lot of our custom settlements. Here is Zar Nagrand, the heart of the Chaos Dwarven Empire, and there's going to be a whole bunch of awesome trade goods out here as well, like Dragonbone. And we're going to have scripts that sort of encourage the Empire and other factions to actually sort of invade these far-flung territories. So, for example, one will be controlling the Silk Road, where if you control Zar Nagrand, and then also further south if you control the Plain of Bones, then basically you will have, down here, you'll basically have access to the one route to Far Cathay, and therefore you can basically tax the trade routes and, you know, get a whole bunch of like trade bonuses throughout your empire. So yeah, just little bonuses to encourage you to actually invade these far-flung provinces. So after the Darklands, it's all pretty spread out over here because it's so, you know, inhospitable. We have the southern World's Edge Mountains and all with Kark 8 Peaks. We're probably not going to give it to the dwarves. It'll probably be ruled over by the orcs. And the Badlands, with the ruins of Morkane there in the middle. That was an ancient vampire kingdom that eventually fell and was destroyed. And then, like the Swamps of Madness and all that. Then finally we have Kimri, the land of the Tomb Kings. You can see the awesome custom tiles for them. And the Great Swamps and the Great River Mortis. It's all pretty sweet. Then, here we have Karak Zorn, the Great Southern Dwarf Hold, which is one of the richest dwarf holds ever. It's pretty awesome. Then Lamia up here, that's where Neferata came from. Then, down here it's the Temple of Skulls. We are going to have a Lizardmen faction. They are not implemented yet, but this will basically be a Lizardmen settlement. It's just not in yet. Then, if we go further west, we have the Great Desert of Araby. It's all pretty empty. Got the ruins of Bel Aliad here, and then Araby, the faction, will be around and they'll be pretty big. They will not have their own faction, unfortunately, but they will be rebels, and you will have some encouragement to go invade them with some special, like, bonuses if you do. Here we have Lustria, or at least a little chunk of it. Two of these will be controlled by Lizardmen, one will be controlled by Skaven, and also have some vampire pirates along the coast here. This is the Vampire Coast, after all. Probably in some permanent forts along here. Here we have Ulthuan, home of the High Elves. We still need to make some custom settlements for the High Elves, and also right now they all just look like little forts. You have the you know, the Shifting Isles, all the different things like Safari, Kothik, Avalorn. I'm mispronouncing all of these, but yeah. Up to the north, then we have the Dark Elves in the little corner of Nagarond, Chill Harbor, Kar, Harganeth. They're going to also have a bunch of permanent forts here guarding against the Chaos Wastes, because the Dark Elves hate Chaos, because the Dark Elves worship Cain, and Chaos worships, you know, Chaos. So yeah, not a lot of friendship there. Here in Norska, we've extended it out to include all of Norska. It'll have, it's all the way to the end here, a bunch of rebel settlements, some Chaos Undivided territories as well. Chaos Undivided will start as a faction, and they'll basically be the papacy for Chaos, and they can call crusades against the Empire. So basically, instead of spawning huge stacks of Chaos troops in the Empire, they'll instead actually march south with armies to attack you. So that'll be nice. That's all pretty much the same. Here we have Albion. This is going to start off mostly rebels, though some vampire counts here on the Isle of Wights. And there will be some scripts where basically there will be a demon that is basically going to be hanging out here at the Citadel of Lead. And if you, basically the Chaos and other forces of disorder will basically have an incentive to come here, help it, birth, and then basically get a free demon, whereas the Empire and the other places will have to come here and stop it from being born, and, prevent the demons arising and all that sort of stuff. Sort of based on the Albion lore that we have right now. Then here, of course, we have Bretonnia. It's pretty spread out, though, with lots of castles scattered around the place and all in form of permanent forts. Musalin here is the dark city of the vampire, it's controlled by the Vampire Council and all. It's basically sort of a messed up, horrible city of Bretonnia. Like, their counts were completely insane. They would drink blood and just do awful things. Black Chasm, that'll be controlled by Skaven. Then Alpha Lorne will be included as well. It'll be controlled by the High Elves, not the Wood Elves and all, because we're limited by the number of factions that we have. But we think that it'll still be cool though, and you'll basically only be able to recruit Wood Elves in here and not High Elves. So that'll be nice. And then around here we have Estalia. This is basically a Warhammer version of Spain. It includes great cities like Margarita and Bilbali, I guess I'm pronouncing that right. And basically, yeah, this will be all rebels, and though we may give some to the Dogs of War faction, we're going to basically repurpose the Border Princes as the Dogs of War, so that they'll have sort of stuff scattered around the place, and including they'll start with Marienburg. And then Skavenblight up here in sort of overlooking Tilia. So basically, yeah, we have a whole bunch of Skaven overlooking Tilia here up in the vaults, for example, and they're already just getting ready to invade and just slaughter Tilia. The Pirates of Sartosa, there'll probably be a script where if you basically conquer Sartosa, then the pirates will stop attacking you, and you'll get trade bonuses for all of your ports. And then up here we have the rest of the Border Princes and Barak Var, the Great Dwarven Seaport, where they build their steamships. And yeah, that is most of the map. We're pretty happy with how things are coming along. Expect more preview videos soon. Not necessarily on this channel, but if you look at the thread on Total War Center and go all the way through it, you'll see a whole bunch of really awesome previews for like Pegasus mounts and just other awesome stuff. And so yeah, this is where we stand right now. We hope to have this released before Total War Warhammer comes out. We're really happy with what we have so far, and yeah. Expect more previews soon. Admiral Thrawn, signing off.